Hello my sweet reader friends, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video and welcome to a new beautiful day. It's officially fall. I am so excited. Although it is still 88 degrees where I live, so that's cool. I am so excited for this video because I've been in the weirdest slump for the last couple weeks. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm getting depressed. I don't know if I'm just in a weird, like some kind of weird slump, but everything is just meh. Like all the books I'm reading are just kind of meh. All of my hobbies that I'm like usually like excited to get into, I'm just not really interested in right now. I don't know what's going on. So in order to get out of this weird slump that I'm in and to celebrate the changing of the seasons, I thought what better time to do an ultimate cozy fall bookish vlog than now. So in today's video we are going to be book shopping or book thrifting, I guess I would say. I have a local library sale that's going on in a couple days that I'm very excited for. And then I'll also be kind of decorating a little bit for fall, doing some fall little crafts. I'll be reading a fun little fall book and just doing all the cozy fun fall things. I don't care if it's 88 degrees, I'm still going to celebrate the beginning of the season. I will keep my house a crisp 68 degrees just so I can wear my sweaters. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing in this video is actually working on a project that I'm very excited for. I have been in the beginning stages of writing a little memoir, and with that I've already been like really stressed out and intimidated by the whole like publishing process. Just the thought of that and like all the work that goes into that is very daunting. But that's where today's sponsor is going to be very helpful for me, and that is Spines. As a huge reader, I've always wanted to write my own book, but I never really knew like what genre I wanted to do, like what I should start with, because I love so many genres and I love so many things, and it's just like, what's my strength? You know? I feel like memoirs are always so interesting to read because it's someone's life, you know? It's a story about the things that people have gone through and what has shaped them into the human they are today and what they've learned from those experiences, and I just think they are so beautiful, so I wanted to write my own. Spines is your one-stop shop when it comes to all things publishing, including editing by getting immediate access to professional editors, proofreading, formatting, cover design, distribution, and marketing across a wide range of channels. They utilize advanced AI technology to streamline every part of the publishing process and provide easy-to-use tools for authors to monitor their royalties and manage rights across countless distribution channels. Spines is helping authors transform manuscripts into published books that are distributed globally, allowing them to reach readers worldwide. Something that I also really appreciate about Spines is that they make the publishing process accessible to a wide range of authors regardless of their background or previous publishing experience, because everybody deserves a chance to share their stories. You can take that leap at ease and start your publishing process for free today by clicking the link in my description. Thank you so much to Spines for sponsoring today's video, and I'm so excited to myself get into like the writing and publishing process. I have the first chapter done, and that's about it so far. I don't have a publishing like date in mind. I'm just trying to slowly write this and like write as the words and as the story comes and flows. So I definitely don't want to put any pressure on myself. The first chapter was pretty easy to write because I mean the whole thing is just my life, but I've been really intentional about like the writing style, like how I want to write it, and if I want it to be a little bit more like poetic or if I want it to be a little bit more like straightforward, you know. So I've kind of just been like experimenting with a lot of different things. I have a tiny bit of free time today that I'm going to try and work on the next chapter. I am about to head out to my local library sale, and you may be wondering, Faith, why are you in a tank top? I thought it was fall. Well, you know what? I thought it was too. But you know what? This is not the fall weather that I asked for. 94 degrees? I don't think so. So yes, it is fall and I'm in a tank top and shorts. But it's a good day because we're gonna go book shopping. Well, book thrifting, I should say, because every book at the library sale is like $1 to $3 max. Library sales are very hit or miss. A lot of the books usually aren't in the greatest condition. What, Squish? Dude, we hear you. Can I speak for 2 seconds? Jeez. What was I saying? The books there are usually hit or miss. Sometimes I find a lot that are good, but sometimes I don't find any. And like I said, they are in normally not great condition. So I'm hoping to at least find a couple good ones. I would really love to find some Sally Rooney, specifically Normal People. I got a copy of Normal People like 1.5 years 2 years ago at another library sale, and then for some reason I got rid of it and now I want to get it again, but I don't want to pay full price for it because I just don't care that much. But I would like to have it if I can find it. Other than that, I don't really have anything on a list, you know, because it's not, I just have to like pop in and like see what they have. So we are going to do that, and then I'm also going to be starting my Patreon book club pick, which is Murder Your Employer. This one is just like I've heard it's kind of like a humorous murder mystery, kind of. It's, I think, about this academy that pretty much teaches you how to murder your employers. So I just thought that'd be perfect for like the beginning of fall. Whenever I think of fall, I think like murder mystery, like cozy mysteries. So yeah, I just thought this would be really fun. But yeah, right now I'm gonna go book thrifting at my library sale. So let's see if I find anything good. So I've been getting a lot of comments and even compliments in person on my skin saying that I've been looking very like glowy lately. And I kid you not, it is because of this stuff from Merit. It is their Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. They recently released it, I want to say a couple weeks ago. And this, as well as their Great Skin Instant Glow Serum, literally the reason that my skin looks so like healthy and glowy. Also my actual skincare routine, but this stuff makes a significant difference, especially when I do my makeup. I do also feel like I've just been overall less like stressed lately now that like wedding stuff is over. I'm in the middle of like kind of transitioning into doing YouTube full time. So I'm definitely just at like a way better spot in my life, and I think that definitely makes a difference in like overall the way that I look, because I'm not so like sick and stressed and overstimulated and burnt out. I feel like lately my health has been doing a lot better too, which is really nice. Now that I have cut down more on like my day job hours, I feel like I've been able to actually focus on my health lately, and I've been feeling a lot better. I haven't had a flare up in a while, crossing my fingers, so that's been absolutely lovely. But I also feel like I've just been more strict with like my diet and my lifestyle habits and stuff. Even though I still don't like, I don't know, exercise like I should, I've been trying to get at least a little bit of movement in throughout the day. I told my day job that by the end of November I will be doing YouTube full time, so I'm very much looking forward to that, because then I can establish those like healthy, consistent routines again. I also just realized that I forgot to show you what I got at the library sale yesterday. So the first one that I got is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. This one actually isn't for me. A lot of people in Danny's family have been reading the first book, It Ends With Us, and this book was literally $2, so I was like, I figured I would just buy it, and I'm sure somebody will want it. So this is more of like a gift book. And then I also found Lisa Jewell's The Family Upstairs. I've only read one Lisa Jewell book, and it wasn't my favorite. It was definitely a little bit anticlimactic, I guess I would say. But it was still like an okay book, and I've heard really good things about The Family Upstairs. Next, I got Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. This is, I think, a screenplay, but since it's fall, I've just been in a really huge Harry Potter mood, and I just read the entire Harry Potter series for the first time last year, so I don't really want to read the whole series again this year. But again, I'm just like really in the Harry Potter mood. So I thought that this would be like a really fun little read. Well, not little read, because it's like 300 pages. But I think it's gonna be really interesting because it reads like a screenplay, like it's literally a screenplay. And I've never read something like that, so I thought that would be pretty fun. And then I got Eleanor Oliphant Is Completely Fine and A Man Called Ove, or Ove. I actually used to have both of these books because I got them also at a library sale, and then for some reason I just like went through a phase last year where I unhauled so many of my books because I thought that I was never going to read them. Nope, I still want to read them, so I don't know why I got rid of so many books. But since they're $2, I just picked them up again. Not getting rid of them this time. I did really want to read this book before I watched the movie. This was probably the biggest score that I found, and that is The Storied Life of A.J. Thickery. And this one is in like really good, looks like brand new condition, except for it looks a little bit sun damaged or sun bleached, I guess. Sun yellowed. But I have that one on my Kindle and I've heard nothing but good things about it, so definitely wanted to pick that up. And then I actually found a new one that I've never heard of, and that is called The Book of Lost Names. This one is a historical fiction about our main character, Eva. She's a librarian in Florida, and one morning she looks at her desk and finds a photograph in a newspaper nearby. It's an image of a book she hasn't seen in 65 years, a book she recognizes as the Book of Lost Names. The accompanying article describes the looting of libraries across Europe by the Nazis during World War II, an experience Ava remembers all too well. As a graduate student in 1942, Ava was forced to flee Paris after the arrest of her father, a Polish Jew. Finding refuge in a small mountain town in the Free Zone, she begins forging identity documents for Jewish children fleeing to neutral Switzerland. But erasing people comes with a price, and along with a mysterious, handsome forger named Remy, Ava decides she must find a way to preserve the real names of the children who are too young to remember who they really are. The records they keep in the Book of Lost Names will become even more vital when the resistance cell they work with is betrayed and Remy disappears. I think it's Remy because it's got that little tilly thingy above the E. As the Germans close in, Ava records a last vital message in the book. Decades later, does she have the strength to seek out its answers and help reunite those lost during the war? It just sounds really good. It has amazing reviews on Goodreads. It has, I think, like a 4.4 star rating, and it's in literally brand new condition, so I thought that was a good pickup. I also printed off some pages because I really wanted to redecorate my Kindle for fall. Right now, this is what it looks like. It just still has all my like spring and summer stickers on it and whatnot. But I did print off these two pages. First, I have this one because, okay, I don't really have any like fall stickers, and I didn't really want to go out and like buy a bunch of stuff for my Kindle, so I just printed everything. And I printed this little page so it has a little sweater weather. It's got some sweaters, socks, a little ghost, pumpkins, just a lot of fall cutie little things, and then just this little like gingham background to put as the background. So I'm probably gonna cut out all of this stuff and then redecorate my Kindle as well here pretty soon. I have a few things that I wanted to put on my shelf for fall. I also kind of want to run to Trader Joe's and get their little like autumnal themed snacks. I just love going there and seeing like what they have that's seasonal. So I've been doing this really annoying thing lately at the library where I will put very highly anticipated books on hold and then I won't pick them up in time. So then they go back on the shelves and then I have to wait another handful of weeks to get the books. So I got a notification that I had some books that were available to pick up at my library, and I am not going to let these ones slip away again because they are very highly anticipated new releases. So we are at the library now picking up these books, and then while I'm out, I'm going to run to, I almost said Barnes & Noble. Not today. I wish. But I'm going to go to Trader Joe's, and then I don't think I need to do anything else while I'm out. Did I say I need to do anything else? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Hello friends, I'm back and I picked up a few extra things from the library. I just sometimes can't help myself, you know? And there were some that I had like on my Goodreads that I've been looking for a little bit, and I just wanted to see if they were there, and one of them was. So the holds that I actually had that I needed to pick up were The God of the Woods and The Spell Shop. These are both very, very popular new releases. This one I'm more excited to read than this one for no particular reason. This one is just very like cozy, fall, magical. And this one's kind of more of like a fiction mystery type of book. This one I have been really wanting to buy, but it is like $30 brand new, so I might just wait and read it from my library because A, I want to support my local library, and B, I need to save money. So after I read my book club's book, I'm going to start this one. And then the other two that I picked up are Such Charming Liars and The Traveling Cat Chronicles. I just realized the windows making the glare weird on the books. This one I actually already had checked out from the library, but it was due before I got to read it, so I saw that it was available, so I just checked it out again. And then I've also been like really in the mood to start reading like cat books. So I got the Traveling Cat Chronicles, and then I also wanted to get She and Her Cat, but they didn't have that one on the shelves. Even though it said it was available, we could not find it. So I just got the Traveling Cat Chronicles, and I think that this would be such a cozy little read. So now that I've accomplished the little things on my to-do list today, I'm going to now start cutting out those little things for my Kindle and then putting my Kindle together. I'm very excited to decorate it for fall. I don't usually like decorate my Kindle super often, but I'm a big seasonal person. Like every time the seasons change, I make it my entire personality. So we're going to be doing that today. So I have all my little cutout pieces right here. I did not do them I'm not a cutting expert. I'm not a craft person. I mean, I am a craft person, but I have a lot of hobbies and I'm not super good at any of them, but I'm like okay at all of them. So my cutting skills are not the best, but they do the job. So I have my little background here, and then I have all of my little cutouts and things. So I'm going to arrange this somehow now on my Kindle. Oh, she's so clean. One thing I did forget to get though is some kind of tape, because I know that some people use tape to kind of stick things where they want them, and I forgot to do that. Okay, the paper doesn't totally fit. I may have cut it a little bit too short, but this is how it turned out, and I love it. I don't know, I might end up moving some things around again, but for now, I just don't want to mess with it. But this is how it turned out. This is literally all just from cut printed paper, so I'm kind of proud of myself. It doesn't look the best, but you know, it does the job. It's cute, it's seasonal, it's fun. I got all this stuff off Canva too, so I just looked up like tan or like just gingham print and then put that as a background. And then I just made another page of all these little fall like graphics. So everything's on Canva. You can put it all together on Canva. Yeah, it's cute. I love it. I still want to get a new Kindle case because I don't love how this has like the textured sides. I don't know if you can really see it, but like it's just not clear really right here, and it bothers me. I also really need to refresh my book cart. This is all, I mean, it's like fall kind of, but I also have my entire TBR for my Pumpkin Pages Readathon, which is still going on for the next couple weeks if you want to join. So I need to add that all to here, and then I feel like this is like all kind of fall themed books, but I want to go even further into like really fall themed books and like all the ones I like really want to get to. So we're just gonna update this a little bit. I still have all my book sleeves right here, which I don't know if I want to keep them right here, if I want to move them. I'm also filming my October TBR video soon, so I really need to get this updated for that as well. So I'm gonna take the next like 10 or so minutes to just swap out all these books and just do a little update. If you didn't see my, I think it was like my fall book recommendations video or something, I did talk a little bit about my Pumpkin Pages Readathon. So I created a fall themed readathon. It's 5 weeks long. It goes from September 22nd, which has obviously passed, till October 31st, which is Halloween. And within that 5 weeks, I have a little bingo card where it has 16 prompts for different books like Leaves on the Cover or Gothic or Eerie vibe. You know, it just has like prompts like that to choose your books. So on that TBR, some of the books that I have for that are Recursion by Blake Crouch, Assistant to the Villain, The Ogress and the Orphans, The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I just added the Traveling Cat Chronicles as my book with leaves on the cover. At first I had The Grace of Wild Things. So these both have leaves on the cover, so technically I could do either one of these. And then I also have Lonely Castle in the Mirror, Other Birds, Two Wrongs Make a Right, Death at Morning House, One Step Too Far, and The Alice Curse. So all these books are ones that I wanted to add to this shelf, or I guess this cart. So I'm going to get to it. So So here's the final look of my book cart. It really doesn't look that much different. I just put some more books in there and then rearranged some other books and took a few books out. There is no rhyme or reason to the order of the books that I put this in. I just tried to keep most of the hardbacks together. So like this is most of the hardbacks and then I have a few right here and then one down there. But up here we have The Grandest Game, Wistress, Death at Morning House, Grace of Wild Things, The Spell Shop, and then Last Call at the Local, The Ornithologist Field Guide to Love, Dreadful, Lonely Castle in the Mirror, and then The Traveling Cat Chronicles. And then over here on the second shelf, we have Assistant to the Villain, The Owl's Curse. This is pretty much all the ones I just recently said. And then I also have Anatomy, Belladonna, Some Kind of Happiness. Yeah. Howl's Moving Castle, Dawn of Onyx, The Moth Keeper, and then The 7-Year Slip. And then down below, we have The Stardust Grail, Such Charming Liars, Such Sharp Teeth, Enchanted Hill, Six of Crows, Sorcery of Thorns, Killing November, Every Hearted Doorway, and then Recursion, Strange Dreamer, Other Birds, The Prison Healer, The Mary Shelley Club, and then Reckless by Cornelia Funk. I also put a few little fall things on my bookshelves. I already had these little pumpkins on there, but then I literally just added these little ghosty things right here, and then I also added the pumpkins up here. So really not that much, but I think it makes it look a little bit more fall-ish. Anyway, that's all I got for my shelves and my book cart. I do have reading sprints with my Patreon here in a little bit. So I wanted to share with you guys what whoa, you guys are way off. Let me just fix you up here. Much better. I have a lot of stuff on my bed right now, so disregard that. But like I was saying, I have Patreon reading sprints here in a minute, and I am not reading what I said I was going to read. At first, I said I was going to read our book club pick, which is Murder Your Employer. After reading about 1,500 pages for my bookstore employees choose my reads for the week or something video, I really need something that is short and something that's just really fast paced. So I decided not to do Murder Your Employer because that one is about 400 pages, I think, and it's more of like a funny murder mystery type of thing. Like, it's all totally something that I would really enjoy reading right now, but like I said, I need something short, quick, fast-paced, short. So instead of that one, I chose That's Not My Name by Megan Laley. This is one of the books that is on my Pumpkin Pages Readathon TBR, and it's literally like 290 pages, so it's technically not even 300 pages. The font is a little bit small for YA, but it's not bad. Definitely doable. This one, I think it follows like 2 different plot lines that somehow like come together at some point, because part of the plot is a teen wakes up on the side of a dirt road with no memory of how she got there or who she is. Police don't know where she came from until a frantic man arrives at the station. He's been searching for her for hours. Has her school ID, her birth certificate, even family photos. He's her father. Her name is Mary, or so he says. And then on the flip side of things, there's Lola. And when Lola slammed the car door and stormed off into the night, Drew thought they just needed some time to cool off, except Lola disappeared. Now his friends, the sheriff, and the whole town are convinced Drew murdered his girlfriend. Yet proving his innocence, he needs to find her. The longer Lola is missing, the fewer leads there are to follow, and the more danger they are both in. Sounds a little spooky, it sounds fast-paced, and it's short, which is something that I literally need so bad right now. So this is what we're reading for the reading sprints that are happening in 17 minutes. You guys, this freaking book is giving me heart palpitations. Like, literally, I don't think I've ever read something that, like, from the get-go is so fast-paced. Like, I have anxiety because I'm like, something's not right here. From the beginning, we are following our 2, like, plot lines, I guess I would say. So we're following Mary, well, who's supposedly Mary, and that's the girl that woke up on the side of the road. And then we are also following Drew, and his girlfriend went missing 5 weeks ago. As it says on the synopsis, there's a dude that comes to the police department, or police precinct, is that the word for it? And he's claiming that he's her father, so she goes home with him, and things just start getting weird. Like, things don't add up. Like, he's acting a little bit weird, and it's just giving me so much anxiety, but like, I'm flying through these pages because I'm like, I have to know what the heck happens. I'm only on page 82, and so far we're just like starting to get little crumbs and little hints that like something's not quite adding up here, but it's like literally heart palpitatingly scary and exciting. So I'm on page 146 now in That's Not My Name. I'm about halfway through, and oh my gosh, still flying through this book. It just keeps getting like more and more intense, and even though like you can kind of predict everything that's happened, well, not everything, but like you can kind of pick up on like what's going to happen, like things that are going to be found out, but it doesn't make it any less like heart palpitating. Like it's still so intense, and I have to like physically force myself to put this book down right now because I do have to head to work in a little bit, so I probably won't finish this book in this vlog. So definitely keep an eye out on my Instagram, my Goodreads, and in my upcoming video because I probably will talk about it in that. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited to come home and read more of it tonight. I hope you guys had fun in this little ultimate fall bookish vlog. Now that it is officially fall, I'm so excited for all like the cozy, fun fall content that we'll be making. I will link below my Patreon and my Pumpkin Pages Readathon little like Google Doc so you guys can check that out. We're doing weekly reading sprints on Patreon, and then we're also doing a little like, I'm calling it crafternoon. I thought that was like the cutest thing ever. But on October, I think it was October 6th, 12:30 p.m. It's a Sunday, well 12:30 Mountain Time. We are just going to be getting our crafts of choice and going live on Patreon and just hanging out, or I guess Discord, not Patreon, and just hanging out, chatting, crafting, doing all those fun things. So I would love to see you guys there. Also, thank you again to Spines for sponsoring today's video. I will have them linked down below if you want to check them out for any of your publishing needs. But until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah!